Hello, and thank you for joining us on our journey of 1,000 pages. I'm your host, Anty, with my co-host, Christina.
Hello! This month, we chose mystery as our genre, and one of the titles that popped up actually ends up being more of Gothic fiction.
We're good at this, guys. Genres are hard.
Yes. So, just a little bit of history about Gothic fiction. It is called that. It's a Renaissance era use of the word Gothic back when it was a negative thing that meant barbaric. The first book came out in 1764, and there were lots of subsequent stories in the 18th century and Victorian era. Authors like Mary Shelley, the Bronte sisters, Edgar Allan Poe, Daphne du Maurier, things like Rebecca, The Picture of Dorian Gray, Dracula, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Those are some classics in the genre. It typically blends romance and horror and has a lot of themes of, you've got isolated, crumbling houses, psychological horror, kind of a claustrophobic dread tone that runs through the whole thing, supernatural elements, family secrets, insanity, and the weight of the past, which leads us to the book we read this month, which is called Mexican Gothic, written by Sylvia Moreno-Garcia.
Mexican Gothic follows Noemi, a young socialite from Mexico. After receiving a disturbing letter from her cousin Catalina, she is sent by her father to investigate and see what exactly is happening at the high house with Catalina's new family.
Do-do-do.
Wait, that's weird. That's Millionaire, isn't it?
I think so.
Okay. Not quite as intimidating, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Noemi is great. I love her. She's a great character. She is this headstrong, independent young woman who is not settling down like her father wants her to, and instead is just flitting from interest to interest.
Yes.
Flirting with whatever man comes across her path.
Yes.
But in a cool way and not in a slutty way.
And then she spends her other spare time flitting from major to major at university.
Throughout this book, as we follow her going to this, she goes to this mansion, high house, as I mentioned.
High place.
High place?
Yes.
High house, high place, whatever.
It's a house on a hill.
No, that's where the betrayal was.
Oh, okay, sorry.
She goes to high place to find her cousin? Cousin.
Yes. Catalina.
Yes. Sick, unwell, being taken care of by her sister-in-law and her husband, as well as her nephew, who seem to be the only residents of this house.
Plus a couple servants and stuff, but...
Oh, and Howard.
Yes.
There's an old man named Howard.
He's creepy.
He's really creepy. He's like the patriarch of the family. Throughout this book, one of the things I really loved with Noemi is how much she thought about the things that she was saying and how she was saying things. I think this is the first novel I've seen where you have this super charming character and super, gets the better of people in conversation, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Who then is actively thinking about those things as she is saying them. And being like, no, I'm going to put on this smile exactly for this reaction. And when things don't work out, you have her berating herself for doing it wrong, basically, and knowing better and knowing how to do this. And it's just, I thought it was so interesting. Because I've never seen another protagonist in a book who is supposed to be charming and suave or whatever actually do the thoughts behind doing all of that, because nobody is like that just out of the box. Thank you. It takes years of practice.
And she's still practicing.
Yes.
And this is a different scenario because she's used to, like you said, flitting from party to party, and she's got that nailed down. And she's always life of the party, and all the men love her, and now she's having to apply those skills in a different circumstance. Yes, I did like Noemi. I did spend a good chunk of the book, I'm so sorry, trying to figure out which way to pronounce her name. I'm very glad I didn't Google it like a normal person.
Immediately, page 1. I was like, just tell me.
Every single time I came across her name, I would say it like a slightly different way in my head.
It doesn't help that she seems to have the only Spanish name out of the main characters.
Yeah.
Like, because we follow, once she gets to the house, obviously we meet Catalina. Mm-hmm. We also meet
Francis, Virgil, Howard, Florence.
I wanted to call her Francine, and that wasn't her name. So we meet Virgil, who is Catalina's husband. Mm-hmm. We meet Francine.
Francis is the...
No, the girl. The sister. Florence, Virgil's sister, who is kind of the caretaker of the house at this point. And then Francis, her son, who is abused.
Defining attribute, abuse.
Yep, pretty much. He's the scapegoat. He's the one they bully all the time.
Yeah.
For being the kid.
Mm-hmm.
But
not that he's a child, just he's younger and not as beautiful and strong and this amazing specimen that Virgil is.
Ugh. Oh my God. They're racist, if you couldn't tell. They're racist. Of course they are.
Yeah, they're kind of into eugenics.
By the way, just establishing now, the stance of Journey of 1,000 Pages on eugenics, bad. Don't do it. Diversity is wonderful. We need it.
Well, to be fair, Howard argued in the book that they also needed it.
Yeah, Howard also... no, spoiler. Never mind. That's for later. I don't know the things Howard's done. Read the book.
Yes. But they are bad and creepy.
Yes.
FYI.
Did you have any characters that stuck out to you or particularly interested in or disinterested in?
I honestly liked is the wrong word. I was interested most in Virgil's character.
That's not concerning.
No, not as a good guy, because he's not. But I think because it kept me guessing, because he's presented at the beginning, he's something of an unknown because he came to town and swept Catalina off her feet and they got married and left like very quickly. So Noemi doesn't really know him, but other than, seeing him at parties, and he's very beautiful and he's very charming. Mm-hmm. Right? And so going in and thinking, okay, there's got to be more here.
Yeah.
He can't just be good and charming and beautiful.
Sure.
But watching that facade slowly slip in bits and pieces and the way it happened, I don't know.
Sure.
I just thought it was very well done.
I agree.
Just let the record show. I do not think he is a good character. I do not like him. I just liked the way that his character was revealed slowly.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Did you want to talk about how it felt very English?
Sure. I think that was something that we had talked about before we started recording, just that, and I know that's part of the point.
Yes.
Is that the author, Sylvia, is following in the tradition of books like Wuthering Heights or, let me think of any other Gothic
like
fiction.
7 earlier.
Yeah, those. She's following
Dracula, Frankenstein.
Yes, she specifically, there's an interview in the back of this particular edition where she talks about some of her inspirations, like the famous short story, The Yellow Wallpaper, about a woman in, I believe, the Victorian era being put on bed rest and kind of going insane.
As would happen.
Yes. And then, Edgar Allan Poe, H.P. Lovecraft, in addition to generally like Gothic fiction. Those are her inspirations. And a lot of those are set in English towns. Mm-hmm. So it feels very British at points.
Yes.
Absolutely. I had to remind myself, I'm in 1950s Mexico, not the UK 100 years prior.
Sure. Yeah.
Which is not a criticism of the book, because again, I think she was drawing that inspiration.
I know you mentioned Virgil and liking his character.
I did not say I liked his character. I said I liked the way that the facade slipped, that it wasn't like a one and done thing. It was like little flashes where you're like, wait,
For
that
sure.
was a really mean thing to say, or like that he has a weird expression on his face or whatever.
There's even points where he kind of circles back to you thinking he might be a okay guy.
Yes.
Because he talks about wanting to protect his wife and et cetera, and how they're on the same side and all that.
It keeps me guessing as a reader.
Absolutely.
Where it's not that I ever fully trusted him, but it did have me circling back going, wait, okay, maybe he's just distressed and bad
right.
and bad at this whole marriage thing. Yeah, it's not that.
No, he's a pervert. They're all perverts.
Spoiler.
Yeah, spoiler.
There's a lot of perverts in this book.
Yeah, content warning. Just in general. There is, like a lot of books, why is it in so many books? Why is sexual assault in so many books?
It's a part of people's lives.
I mean, yeah, but concerning the sexual assault in this book,
yes,
I will say I appreciated how it was written in here. It was never at any point treated as romantic.
Yes.
It wasn't treated as in any way as a good thing.
No. It wasn't sexy.
No.
It was
that's the part I think I like the most is there's never a point where it felt like it was intended to be tantalizing in some way. Whereas sci-fi authors, why are you like this, sci-fi authors? Children are not sexy. Stop trying to make them sexy.
I appreciated that at every turn, because there are multiple scenes of either attempted sexual assault or a dream sequence kind of thing that's weird and
which it makes sense with the Gothic horror and with this genre.
Yes.
Absolutely, I completely understand. And with a lot of the themes of, it's going to sound weird phrasing it this way, but themes of reproduction, of preserving your bloodline, of making sure your family is strong, like the whole eugenics thing.
Yes.
It makes sense why these things are in this book. And I think that's part of why I'm more okay with it in here. Not okay with sexual assault, obviously.
Yes.
As opposed to a lot of like sci-fi and fantasy I've read that presents it, or even romantasy and romance novels. Because
the depiction here is, one, it is integral to the plot. It serves a purpose. It is not there for whim.
Yes.
It is purposeful, and it is also, like you said, it's not depicted in any kind of sexy way. It is depicted as creepy, horrifying, terrifying thing.
And as the book progresses, it fits in with those themes the book is setting up.
Yes.
So it is not a point where there's this jarring, why the hell is there a sex scene? I hate when authors and artists, when you have an antagonist in a book or a movie or whatever it is, and when they just shorthand bad guy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not saying the person who you said is a pedophile in your movie is a good guy. No, I know they're the bad guy.
Yes.
Because you told me because they're a pedophile. But give me other reasons they're a bad guy. Don't just... It feels like cheap writing. If you cannot give me a reason to hate your antagonist beyond sexual assault, that's bad writing. And Sylvia Moreno-Garcia doesn't do that. She writes her antagonists great.
Because it's pretty scary.
Absolutely. It's supposed to be.
Yeah. It builds very gradually and very steadily.
Yes.
The sense of dread and horror and, claustrophobia of being in this isolated, you're trapped, you can't really leave.
And trapped in one way or another, whether it's through familial obligation, whether it's actually physically trapped. Yeah, I did not think about the themes of isolation in there. Because, it's... She can't leave because of her cousin.
Yeah.
She can't leave because she can't get the car. She can't leave because of the big thing. Yeah, that's fascinating.
The more we talk about it, the more appreciation I have for this author.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the more that I want to read more of her work.
Yeah, same. The pacing, I will, like you said, with as it builds, the pacing is very good in this book.
Oh, yeah.
The slow scenes don't overstay their welcome. She doesn't have any single-page chapters. Thank you.
And so much of it, she's very aware of the themes and what she's shooting for, and everything in there serves a purpose.
Yes. It felt like the topics were treated with respect and not just flippantly thrown in there.
Yes.
Like I said, to signify bad guy. No, there's other reasons they're bad people. Thank you. Yeah, are we ready to head into spoiler section territory country? Yes. Breaking news! Anty and Christina are headed headlong into spoiler country. If you would like to skip the spoilers but don't want to miss out on the shoulds, shouldn'ts, and shinies, please skip to 22 minutes. Thank you, and back to your regularly scheduled program. So the big thing. What's the deal with everything being about mushrooms anymore? Spoilers, here we are. What is causing a lot of these visions that they're having and a lot of the horror elements in this book is there's a fungus that has infected the walls that when Howard created his mining company, found the fungus that essentially gave him immortality as well as control over other sentient beings.
Yeah. It's weird.
Yeah. Turns out this is also the exact plot of Resident Evil 8. which this book came out first. So Capcom stole the plot of Mexican Gothic for Resident Evil 8. You heard it here first.
Which is really, like, when I was reading this, because the book I read right before this was a little sci-fi novella that heavily featured a fungus that had taken over a good chunk of the North American continent and was being treated as, like, a sentient being and, like, and it had, like, reanimated people and whatever.
Why don't you tell me about these books?
Hey, you should read, I think it's called And They Wander Side by Side. Anywho.
I don't just read the 1,000-page fantasy epics, thank you.
But yes, it was just really funny to me timing-wise because I had just finished that novella and it's like, oh, hey, and it's about mushrooms. And then I get to the reveal in Mexican Gothic and I'm like, are you kidding me? It's mushrooms. Again. And then you say Resident Evil 8. I'm like, okay.
It's all mushrooms, guys. We just got to get rid of all the mushrooms. And we can't have any more horrors.
This is the new thing.
Yes.
In sci-fi horror.
When was that novella written? Do you know?
Like this year, last year.
Okay, so yeah, it is a recent trend. Why? Why is this a trend?
It's the cool new thing.
I don't know. I think there's a lot of fascination around mushrooms right now. The largest living organism in the world is a mushroom or a fungus.
It's true. I saw a map literally just yesterday where they finally had mapped the mycelium that goes around the globe.
Wild.
It's crazy.
I do think part of it is the fact that we don't know that much about mushrooms.
Yes.
Which is weird. How do we not know that much about mushrooms?
Yeah.
Why don't we know that much about mushrooms?
They're weird.
They glow sometimes. But yeah, I think it's because there's a difference when it comes to like that, the fear of the unknown. And which is kind of integral to a lot of horror. Yeah. That's where you get a lot of this eldritch and cosmic horror is this thing you don't know and can't know.
Yes.
You don't and can't understand it. I think it's interesting how that kind of cultural zeitgeist has changed. Whereas, yeah, it used to be, they dug too deep kind of thing.
Yes.
They found a tome of ancient knowledge. They found,
They've unleashed some evil spirit.
Yeah. Or they woke up Cthulhu accidentally.
Accidentally.
Yeah, but right now, it's mushrooms are the unknown. We've explored, well, not all of the ocean. We're still exploring the ocean, which is wild. More people have been to the moon than have been to the bottom of the Mariana Trench. Why don't we go down there? Because it's terrifying, that's why.
It's terrifying.
It's awesome, though.
It's expensive. Yeah. It's real deep down there.
James Cameron did it. That guy's broke as hell. What money has he made?
He'll just keep making Avatar movies so he can go again.
Yeah, and I will purchase a ticket to every single one. Yeah, and I think it's interesting with this whole cosmic horror tilt to it.
Yeah.
Because at the end, she finds out that Howard is transferring his consciousness from host to host.
Which is how he's managed to survive and why he's so obsessed with eugenics.
Yes.
Because they have to be compatible with the fungus.
Yeah.
And there's incest babies and junk in there.
I will say, Another note that the mystery in here I did not see it coming.
What, you didn't predict fungi?
I did not predict fungi. My prediction was that... Oh yeah, they never established this character. So there's a character named Ruth who basically went around and shot everybody in the family and then herself.
In the history?
Yes.
Including, it was like Virgil's other sister, right?
Yeah, and Francis's parents. Or dad. No, he fell off a cliff.
Yes.
Yeah, they keep dying. Ruth, they keep telling this story.
Was Virgil's sister.
Yes, but they keep telling this story about how she shot everybody in the family and then herself.
Including Howard.
Yes, including Howard. So what I thought was going to happen is that Ruth wasn't going to be dead. She failed shooting herself, and now she's a horrified monster living in the mausoleum who they kept alive as an incest baby factory.
Which is also horrifying.
I mean, yeah.
Instead, she's a mushroom ghost.
No, that's Agnes.
Okay, but Ruth does appear.
Yeah, but only as... Oh, yeah, she is a ghost.
She's a ghost, but yeah, she's a mushroom ghost.
And Agnes is Agnes, Howard's original...
First wife?
Question mark?
Maybe second. Third? He's had several.
Yeah. She's a mushroom mummy?
Yes.
Who has the consciousness of all the peoples.
Yes, and that's the reason that they're able to stay connected through time and copies of people and whatnot.
Right.
Because again, we don't understand mushrooms. And so it is our cosmic horror right now.
I think it's great. We need more mushroom horror. Final thoughts on the book?
A+. I really enjoyed it. When this came out, it was published in like 2020, 2021, and it was wildly popular. And so I immediately was like, no, I'm not going to read it because everybody's reading it and everybody says it's amazing. So I refuse. And then when we were trying to pick a mystery, we were struggling. And this one had very good reviews.
We're always struggling. Thank you.
It's true. We can never decide. So we picked it because I was like, everybody said it was good.
And it was. It is.
So just because something is popular doesn't mean it's bad. Moral of the story.
Yeah, but most of the time.
There are exceptions. This book is an exception. What about you?
I agree. I would absolutely recommend it to people.
100%.
I thought the horror was good. Thought the mystery was great. It's good. It's written good. Well. It flows. The prose flows through your head. It's not hard. It's not needlessly complicated with anything. Yeah, the book doesn't overstay its welcome.
Yeah, it's pretty short and readable. I mean, yeah, it's about 300 pages.
Why should you read this book?
So, you should read this book if you want a mystery whose ending isn't telegraphed in the first 15 pages.
You should read this book if you want a strong female character who isn't just a man with boobs.
And you should read this book if you want a really well-paced book.
Why shouldn't you read this book?
You shouldn't read this book if you want the romantic part of Gothic fiction. It's really not here, guys.
Nope, there is no romance. There's like a tiny little bit hinted at, maybe, and I appreciated that.
Yes, I agree.
Don't shove a romance in every book. You shouldn't read this book if you're a eugenics apologist.
And you shouldn't read this book if you don't want to read a book with trigger warnings for sexual assault.
In my opinion, very tastefully done.
I agree.
But we also understand that different people have different levels.
Yes,
so
exactly.
So we do not want anybody to come into a book like this and then get blindsided by stuff like that.
So you have been warned. But
it's great.
An excellent book.
Yes. Shinies! Any shinies for me? Shinies!
You sound like a door squeaking.
I don't know what you're talking about. That's not me.
Oh, okay.
She ignores the little shiny gremlin we have under the desk that we keep here.
Comes out once a month.
Yeah, she keeps saying it's me, and that's super weird and cringe.
I know you had one you wanted to share. You go first.
Okay. Sure, you are all tired of me recommending video games. I don't care. This is my show, and I do what I want. I'm recommending the game Mouthwashing.
What is this about?
It's a psychological, surreal horror game about the crew of an interstellar freighter that has crashed.
Okay.
So it is... The psychological horror is amazing. The writing in it is incredible. Once again, a horror where I did not predict the twists coming out, that is built upon itself and its own patterns amazingly. So it starts out, no spoilers.
Okay.
You start out as the captain of this freighter, and you intentionally crash your ship. You as the player do the things to crash the ship on purpose.
Okay.
Then it cuts to like a month after the crash, I think.
Okay.
And you now play as one of the crew members. And the captain is bandaged and bloodied, like mummified, basically, by his injuries.
Okay.
Still alive, but not doing great. And you switch back and forth between pre-crash and post-crash segments, where you play as Curly the captain and Jimmy the crew member who second in command takes over when the captain got incapacitated.
Okay.
Incredible. It's just incredible. The writing, the twists, once again, content warning for sexual assault.
Okay.
But absolutely the most tastefully I've seen those themes handled. Also content warning for gore.
Shocker.
Yeah. It's got low poly PS1 graphics, which kind of tones it down a little bit, for me at least. But I played it in the dark, alone, after you went to bed the other night. Yeah, spooky. 10 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10 game. Gonna follow the developers and play every game they make.
Is this their first game?
I don't remember. I know it's a small indie team, so I'm not sure. I think it's on everything, but it should be able to run on a potato. Yeah. What's your shiny?
My shiny is a podcast.
Ooh. Hey, are they paying us?
No.
Then don't advertise for that. No.
Okay, so it is a little side series, but I'm going to tell you about the
Sure.
The original podcast. It's called 99% Invisible. Okay. It's a pretty big one. It really explores architecture, design, hidden systems that shape the world. So if you listen to their typical episodes, it'll get into infrastructure and city planning, history of specific objects, and lots of hidden systems of how does the world work kind of thing. Love it. Wonderful. Totally my jam. They are doing a series this year to celebrate the 250th anniversary of our country being born. And it is called A History of the United States in 100 Objects. This is inspired by a series that the BBC did back in I think the 70s or 80s, where they did a history of the world in 100 objects.
Oh, that's
cool. This is the guy that runs it, Roman Mars. This is his little baby to do a history of the US in 100 objects. So thus far, there's 5 episodes that have aired. Things like the Century Safe. I listened to an episode about the 60-degree screw and how World War II created a lot of standardization in machinery worldwide, or the one I listened to today about the little blueback speller that Noah Webster created in the 1700s and how that impacted former slaves post-Reconstruction and some of the animosity between Booker T. Washington and W.E.B. Du Bois in that time period. And it's just really cool to see these little snapshots of American history, and a lot of it being history that I don't know intimately, through the lens of this object. If you're into American history and want a quirky little angle, I highly recommend it. It's available everywhere.
Hell yeah. What are we reading next month?
Next month!
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. This was my pick. She's gonna suffer.
No, I'm not.
That's true.
This is going to be fun. So, July, we are going to read a comedy.
From one of my favorite authors.
Yes, we chose I'm Starting to Worry About This Black Box of Doom by Jason Pargin.
Woo!
So, just a little sneak peek. So, outside of Los Angeles, a driver pulls up to find a young woman sitting on a large black box. She offers him $200,000 cash to transport her and that box across the country to Washington, D.C. But there are rules. ...
Dun dun dun.
So, join us next month.
Jason Pargin, come on our podcast.
Join us next month to find out what those rules are and what happens on their transcontinental journey.